Kipper Gets a Visitor is very sweet and a little bit funny. This is the first episode of the first season of Kipper. It aired in 1997, directed by Mike Stuart, written, of course, by Mick Inkpen, and we have Martin Clunes voicing Kipper. And this show is on my list of 90s nostalgia shows that I wanted to rewatch to rediscover my childhood and see what I could remember. And while I remember watching Kipper, I don't have that many specific memories. And this episode did not come flooding back to me, but nevertheless, I found this to be very sweet. The whole thing is about 5 minutes, and over the course of that time, Kipper finds this baby goose, the cutest little baby goose ever, and because the goose is lost, he decides to take it home and look after it. Now, when I say take it home, I mean take it to his basket, basically. I love the fact that the backdrop for Kipper is just pure white. It's just a white backdrop. All we focus on is the detail in the foreground. And I think that that's so simple and effective and so beautiful. And really, there's a kind of calming sense to it because it's not very busy. And I really like that. And I think that that definitely is something that could benefit young children in particular. And this kind of made me laugh because Kipper put the goose in a box and then he put it in a slipper and gave it a really comfortable bed. And when he woke up in the morning, the goose was in his basket with Kipper. That is exactly what happened to me and my cat. Well, I wasn't in a basket, but when I got Medora, when she was a kitten, I gave her her own little bed, put her to bed, and then in the morning she was on the pillow. So definitely something that I found to be very sweet. And Kipper is looking after the goose. A bit that made me laugh. These are spoilers for things that I thought worked quite well. He is drying off the goose and he gets the hairdryer out, and as soon as he puts it on, the goose just flies backwards because of obviously the power of the hairdryer, and it just made me laugh. I found that to be very funny. And the goose is trying to get his attention, but Kipper says, "I'm busy trying to tidy up the mess you made," which sounds very relatable, and it's a fun little story. And then he realizes eventually what happened to the goose and how the goose ended up lost. And I thought that was sweet. And we have a little lesson about geese, and it's got a lot to offer. The animation is absolutely stunning. Visually, it is just so gorgeous. The goose is an adorable character, and Kipper is a very likable protagonist. I do remember some Kipper books quite vividly, but not the TV show. This didn't bring back any specific memories other than the general feel of remembering that I did watch it at some point. If it looks like something you'd enjoy, if you remember it from your childhood, The Visitor is one that I think is definitely worth checking out. It's very, very sweet.